Lean is all about creating value and minimizing waste. And value stream mapping is the process of documenting the sequence of processes that generate that value in your organization. Value stream mapping is also known as material and information flow mapping, but VSM or value stream mapping is the more common name in Lean, to be honest. Value stream mapping usually starts by creating a simplified map of the current state, which is then used as a reference to create another value stream map, the future state, which we want to work towards. Now, strictly, value stream mapping uses a set of standardized symbols for processes, for inventory, decisions, transport, etc. And also then records key process details such as cycle times, lead times, and the quantity and location of work in progress. Now, later, it's also popular and useful to categorize the processes into value-adding, non-value-adding, and necessary non-value-adding, which we've already discussed. Because Lean is all about improving the system, an overall value stream map is great for putting potential improvement ideas into perspective, especially when it comes to lead time reduction, and therefore usually the corresponding inventory and cost reduction, which is a business winning advantage. The exercise of making the value stream map is something to bring a team from across the company together, to create that common perspective of how things are, and there might be some different views initially on how that is, and you can bring them together, how things are and how you want them to be, how you want to improve them in the future. So let's look at a value stream map example. Here we've got 3 processes, A, B, and C. These little icons could be the number of people at the process. And after the worker's finished process C, it goes out to shipping. Then we might indicate that there are raw materials coming in from a supplier, obviously, and the frequency of how often we receive our raw materials. Then, of course, once we've finished our goods, they get shipped out to our customer. Perhaps in this particular circumstance, they go out monthly. And crucially, value stream mapping tries to show some of the key information flows. Of course, it's sales information from our customers, which is fed back to our own production control department in our business, which we use to trigger further purchasing orders from our suppliers. So we would try to show some of the key information flows in a value stream map as well. Of course, that means the rest of it is obviously material flows. Now, adding on to our processes is some process data. Some of the most important data for each of our processes might be cycle time, changeover times, the uptime or the reliability of the process, how many shifts we run per day, and therefore how many minutes available we have to use that process every day. Furthermore, we might want to show the location of some crucial inventory. So here the green triangles are where we keep some inventory, maybe a quantity of raw materials inventory, some work in progress inventory buffered between the processes, and some finished goods inventory here as well. And the final part of a value stream map might be to give an idea of typical timings of work going through our processes. So this could be that there are 3 days of raw materials kept in front of process A, whereas the actual processing time of process A is only 100 seconds, shown here as well. Typically then it spends a day between process A and B before it gets processed in process B. Another 3 days of buffering between the processes typical here, processing, and typically 2 days spent in the finished goods inventory, the finished goods warehouse. So for an overall perspective, that could be a total production lead time or throughput time of 9 days, whereas the processing time, the sum of all the cycle times, is only 225 seconds. This would be a very typical scenario. So, value stream mapping shows the material and the information flow going through our business. both the details of the critical processes, where we keep inventory, the frequency we make shipments from our suppliers and to our customers, some of the core information flows, and the standard times it takes for work to go through our business, both processing time and how that total lead time breaks down as well.